Today's elections were another horrible defeat. Tuesday's elections, maybe today's too, who knows. But Tuesday's elections were another horrible defeat for MAGA extremism and another affirmation for the Democratic agenda of jobs, infrastructure, lowering costs for the middle class. By now, Republicans need to admit there's a pretty clear pattern at play. Ever since Donald Trump was elected president, the MAGA agenda has led to failure in big elections, in small elections, in red state elections, in blue state elections, and everything in between. And it shouldn't be any big mystery why MAGA candidates and MAGA issues keep turning out to be duds. Americans don't want hard-right extremists and the chaos they bring to govern this country. Americans don't support a MAGA agenda that has at its bedrock radical attacks on women's health care. Americans want their elected leaders to choose bipartisanship, to focus on people's lives instead of cable news shows. Sadly, Republicans seem mightily impervious to the obvious truth that MAGA equals disaster for America and for their party. And there's much more to do here in Congress right now that will demand exactly the kind of bipartisanship Americans have made clear they want. In a little over a week, the federal government will shut down if Congress does not come together to pass a bipartisan extension of funding. Today, I am taking the first procedural step for the Senate to move forward on a legislative vehicle we can use next week to pass a temporary extension to avoid a government shutdown. Over the next few days, Democrats will continue talking to Republicans about finding a path forward on avoiding a shutdown that both sides support. And I earnestly hope we can reach agreement sooner rather than later. No matter how negotiations evolve over the next week, one thing is not going to change. The only way, let me say it a third time, the only way we avoid a shutdown is with bipartisan cooperation, just as it was true in September and it will be true in the future. I implore Speaker Johnson and our House Republican colleagues to learn from the fiasco of a month ago. Hard-right proposals, hard-right slashing cuts, hard-right poison pills that have zero support from Democrats will only make a shutdown more likely. I hope they don't go down that path in the week to come. Now on nominations. Earlier this week, I'm proud to say, really proud, to say that the Senate majority confirmed the 100th woman to the federal bench since President Biden took office. And I'm equally proud to say it was the 150th judge overall. Today, the Senate will hit two more significant milestones. After we confirm Monica Almadani and Brandy McMillian today, this Senate majority will have confirmed 50 black judges and 100 people of color to the bench. Democrats are making our courts look more like America. This majority has confirmed more women, more black people, more people of color to the bench than any full term in any previous president. That's a record to be proud of. Under President Trump, just 16% of judicial nominees were people of color. Under President Biden and this Senate majority, 100 of the now more than 150 judges have been people of color. And yesterday, the Senate confirmed Ramon Reyes. Yesterday, the Senate confirmed Ramon Reyes as a district judge for the Eastern District of New York. Judge Reyes is now the only male federal judge of Puerto Rican descent and the second Hispanic man to ever sit on the Eastern District. Judge Reyes is a truly outstanding jurist who will be an excellent addition to the Eastern District. I was proud to recommend his nomination to President Biden and even prouder to see him confirmed yesterday.